Sign up for ESPN right here, and you can then stream UFC on ESPN Live on your computer, phone, tablet or streaming device via the ESPN app. Fight Facts is a breakdown of all of the interesting information and Octagon oddities on every card, with some puns, references and portmanteaus to keep things fun. These deep stat dives delve into the numbers, providing historical context and telling the stories behind those numbers. *****, total number of UFC fights, 5,187. Total number of UFC events, 482. The Ultimate Fighting Championship on Saturday made its debut in South Carolina with an action-packed card at Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville. UFC Fight Night 154 featured one of the fastest knockouts in company history, a rare bonus given to an opening fight and a thrilling top contender who always puts on a show for the fans. Welcome back Zombie. Chan Sung Young starched Renato Carneiro in less than a minute to earn his third first-round finish at featherweight. He ties four other fighters for the fifth most stoppages in the opening round in divisional history, trailing Chad Mendes with 5 and Conor McGregor, Diego Brando and Godofredo Castro with 4 each. Hideo Brains, the Korean Zombie, became the first UFC featherweight to ever pick up multiple sub-minute finishes, as he previously dispatched Mark Hominick in 7 seconds at UFC 140. In 2011, the Korean ZOMBONUS, after winning a Performance of the Night bonus for putting out Moicano, Yum has racked up 7 post-fight bonuses in his 7 Octagon appearances. I wither and render myself helpless. In February, Brian Barberena engaged in an instant Fight of the Year contender with Vicente Luque, only to get knocked out with 6 seconds left in the contest. He made his return to face Randy Brown and suffered another third-round knockout loss. Bam Bam became the 7th fighter in UFC history to ever come out on the losing end of back-to-back knockouts in the third round. Contact in Red Square. In picking up her third win in as many outings, Andrea Lee tied the record for the most wins in the UFC Women's Flyweight Division's short history. She shares the record with 5 other women. Counting down with Dan IGE beat Kevin Aguilar by decision. Across his 12 career wins, IGE holds 5 submission victories, 4 decision victories and 3 knockout victories. IGE has 2 losses, both by decision, including a loss to Julio Arce in his UFC debut. Still handsome, Matt Wiman returned from a lengthy layoff to face Luis Peña, only to lose by knockout. Wiman had not competed since November 2014 at UFC Fight Night 57. As a point of reference, 6 fighters at this event and 13 of the 38 athletes competing at Bellator 223 had yet to make their pro MMA debuts when handsome Matt last fought. What Arozenstrike, by needing just 9 seconds to flatten Alan Crowder, Jairzinho Rozenstruik picked up the second fastest finish in UFC heavyweight history. Only Todd Duffy's 7-second demolition of Tim Hague at UFC 102 in 2009 came quicker. 9 of 9, Rozenstruik's 9-second finish is tied with 2 others as the 9th fastest stoppage in UFC history. Big Bad Guy Boy, still unbeaten at 8-0, Rozenstruik has finished 7 of his 8 opponents, including 6 in the first round. Baby legs and regular legs, I'm proud of you two for working together. Darren Wynn and Eric Spicely engaged in a back-and-forth brawl that earned the pair Fight of the Night honors in the opening bout. It was only the 11th curtain jerker to pick up Fight of the Night, and the first since 2016. Never Say Never Again. Coming into UFC Fight Night 154, the UFC had never traveled to South Carolina. Carneiro, 16 fights, Barberena, 20 fights, and Anderson dos Santos, 27 fights, had never lost consecutive bouts, and Kevin Aguilar, 18 fights, and Eric Spicely, 16 fights, had never lost on the scorecards. What other song makes sense? The Korean Zombie, Walk Out to Zombie by the Cranberries, as he has for every one of his UFC outings. He owns a record of 5-2 with the track, and all 5 of those wins have come by stoppage. Saturday Night is Alright for Fighting. IGE elected to walk to the cage accompanied by Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting by Elton John and won a thrilling decision against Aguilar. Abdulrazak Al Hassan walked out to Circle of Life at UFC 228 in 2018. IGE is the first recorded fighter to ever walk out to this particular Elton John song. Sherdog contributing editor Jay Petrie is an attorney and a statistician, writing about MMA since he started studying the Eminem curse in 2012 and working for Vice Sports and Combat Docket along the way. He put together many fight result and entrance music databases to better study the sport. You can find him on Twitter at @JayPetrie. Let's block ads. Why?